Let me share my. Are you able to see now?
Yes.
Okay. So click on this add column. Under this conditional column, go to this, select this conditional column here. The new window is open. Yeah. Now you can write it here as performance status. Okay. If column name, you have to select the column name. If performance rating, you can write it here as equal, does not equal, greater than 2, less than 2.
Greater than 4. 4.
Sorry. Now I'm going to less than or equal to 2. Then we need answer as low performance. You have to write it all condition, not as per data. You have to write it all conditions so that in future if you have 2 or 1, so it will automatically capture as a low performance. Okay, because in our data we have only 3 and 4. Suppose in future if you have new data, you can add it into your background, and after that you have a 2 or 1 condition. So what is the criteria of that performance? Because 1 or 2 will give you the error. So you have to write it complete performance in your function. If less than 2, less than or equal to 2, then it will be under low performance. Add another example. If same column you can add performance rating is equal to 3, then we need as average performance. Okay, and the final answer greater than equal to 3, and then at any other, if remaining more than 3 or any other answer, then it will become as high performance. This way. Okay, so guys, you have to prepare with your future step also. That is why we are going to prepare Power BI report. Suppose right now we have only 1470 raw data, and in this you don't have any data related to less than 2 or 2. Suppose in future you have suppose 100 employees which are working under low performance. So you can give the rating of 2 or 1. So it is not captured into your report. If you write it capture, you can write full condition. So if I click on this OK option, you can see the answer is just for average and high. Right now, if I click on this, you can see answer is just average and high only. Without low is not coming. But when you enter the data in your file from 1470 to any other data with a less performance activity, so you automatically your data will be running as low performance activity. Automatically data.
Here the question is the formula. This is the implicit function. This is the implicit measure, correct?
Right. This is implicit measure because you are going to add the column.
So can I copy the implicit measure formula and create explicit measure and
see, we have already created. You don't copy this function. This is just a background function. This is under the Power Query. Under this Power Query, this is the just to adding column only. Okay, this is not a function related to anything. This is just a Power Query part. Okay, implicit measure is always, suppose if you let me click close this option first. Then I will explain you. First, this one close and apply. Okay. So now go to this Power BI. So now you can see here in the data. Now it's done. So if I remove this, just refreshing. So click on this HR data and you have value of performance status. This one. Not this. This one, performance rating. Okay, so you can see here, this is your performance rating. If you select this, So this value will give you the answer of performance rating by like 3 and 4. If you go to this under this tab, this is the sum of your performance rating. Okay, not a value. This is the sum of your, like every row value have 3 and 4. So if you total of 3 and 4, 3 and 4 up to the 1470 row, this will give you the value of 4636. This is not a, this is called as implicit measure. Okay, the calculation we have done it in background, which is a performance status group wise, because we are to creating the group performance status wise so that we can make a graph on the presentation. And if you want to make explicit measure directly, so how to make? Click on this tabular format here. You can write this condition, if condition. So this one is called as your explicit measure. If you write a condition, you can change anytime. This is a complete dynamic. Also, you can change the here. Suppose if I am going to here performance rating and select this, only you have where we have performance rating. This one. Okay. Select this column. You have only 3 and 4. So here also you can write column. Suppose new column. I'm going to write it performance rating in bracket. I'm going to write as employee. Now you can see you have to just write a condition that if logical text means performance rating, this one, if performance rating is greater than 3 means your 4 and 5th, okay, greater than 3, then we need answer as high performance. If performance rating greater than 2, then we need answer as average performance. And the last condition you have less than 2. Okay, so you need as a low performance. Like this way, you can write your function in the column measure, and conditional column is a different way to use it. Conditional column, you have to just select the column, and you can see here also you have the same kind of
add formula in table also, and we can add formula in measure
power
also.
query also. Power query also. Okay. Clear? So if on this basis of you can make your graphical presentation, like delete this one first. Now you have to click on their home page first. Select this, or you can select this promotion status. Copy. Go to this detail tab. Just paste it. So employee performance rating. Click on here. Change this status instead of rating. Performance rating. Now you can see average and high performance. You have data. Now you can change the color only. Average, so you can write it as, and for high, you write it as black, like this way. And now promotion status analysis. So you can go to this title. Performance. So on this basis of you can prepare your visualization. Now next one you have, if you click on this, so job level, job role, job satisfaction. See, job satisfaction, you have job satisfaction rating. If you click on this, you have 1, 2 and 3, 4. So tell me guys, what we have to write in 1 condition, 2 condition, 3 and 4th condition? How to write? Anyone, any idea related to? what are the condition under the job satisfaction? Like same thing, guys. Unsatisfied, okay, very unsatisfied, neutral, or satisfied, or you can write it any of the condition. So if I write here job, what is a job? Is a job satisfaction status, okay, and is equal to, you can just write a function if your job satisfaction is greater than 3, greater than 3 or 4, greater than 3, okay, then we need answer under highly satisfied, or you can write it as very satisfied.
Here also command can use greater than and equal to.
No. In Power BI, we can only write the greater than, not equal to or not less than, because Power BI automatic. That is why we are going to write in largest to highest, because Power BI automatically disable the first condition after completing the first condition. Suppose if Power BI run this condition greater than or equal to greater than 3, it is automatically written very satisfied. So after written this condition will be disabled with Power BI. But in Excel, you don't have any disable condition. That's why we are going to write here only greater than. Not, you can either less than or greater than, but not using the equal to or greater than in just one command. Okay, so now click on this if function again. Logical text means job satisfaction. I think yesterday also I told you about this something. Okay, so job profile is greater than 3. So we have 2. So for 2 you have highly satisfied, very satisfied. Now you can write it as satisfied. Okay, greater than 2. It means 3. So satisfied. Now click on this if job satisfaction greater than 1, then you need as moderate or neutral. You can write it as neutral satisfaction. And the last one you can write it as directly, which is very unsatisfied. Satisfied. So click those column, close this column, then you can see the answer of very satisfied, satisfied, neutral, and very unsatisfied. So click on there, select this home page, select anyone like this one, copy, click on detail, paste it. Select this. Instead of age group, you can write it here as job satisfaction. You can see very satisfied is 459. Okay, 442, 289, and 280. And change the condition. Title. Employee. Job satisfaction status, like this way. Clear? Or any other doubt you have? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Whatever condition I can write, you can also write the same condition. And if you want to change the satisfied condition, that very satisfied, satisfied, very unsatisfied, so you can change also. Okay, so now if we done something else related to like we have prepared the one tabular format here. Select this table, little bigger, and here you can see yesterday we have making the merge query from the employee name. So select this employee name under the value, and you have promotion status, promotion due, not status. You have promotion due. This one. Select this. So you can see here we have employee, those have promotion due. You can see here the total number of employee we have promotion due is 66. Okay, so on this basis of table, this table will provide you the employee name and those who have promotion due. You can see this one have a promotion due, this also promotion due. So these are total of 66 employee promotion due, and this is 0. It means they don't have promotion due. So only the one category have promotion due wise. So how to change the formatting of this table, guys? You can see the formatting, and under this style you have a lot of options. You can see none, minimal, bold, header, alternative, contrasting. If you click on this, so you can change the contrasting. But now we are not going to use this one. We are going to use our own style. How to use our own style? Click on this column header, change the column header. White, background color is, you can change your own color like this. Okay, so you can see the matching with your data. Always do the formatting which is matching with your data only. So click on this again, little down, change the size. Now it's 12. It's 13. Okay, 13 is not good.
Hers.
Yes.
Once I was just playing with this this table, and one weird things observed. The total for each thing, the total for each employee name or something, it was coming the same. It was repeating.
Where?
No, I was just practicing.
In your table?
So in my table, in one of the separate tables.
Okay.
So this total was coming, like here it is coming 66 or something, 1 or 2.
Okay.
Although here everywhere it is written 1, but everywhere it is coming 66, 66, 66, 66.
Okay, 66. Why it is coming? I think you have made some like, what is your function for promotion? Do you have answer, or you have this function you are using, or any other function?
I was using explicit function, not implicit function, just playing with the data.
So you can send me your file. Okay, then I will check, because see, without seeing, or you can send me the screenshot also, what is your function name, because something error in your file, because see here the answer is just 1. I am not getting a 66. Okay, because somewhere you will get, because if you connect the wrong relationship, because for this file we don't have any relationship, so I don't think the answer will be wrong. You can send me your file, I will guide you.
Okay.
You can send me your file, I will guide you what is the answer. But so that's why I'm going to tell you now, guys, you have make practice and send the file to me if you have any error. That is why I'm asking daily. I'm going to telling you, you can make practice and send me the file if you have got any error. If you don't got any error, so you are good. That's a simple thing. That's why I'm getting you. So click this table, make some formatting, like click on field formatting. You can change also font color. White, background color is little, okay, like this way. Not this. I'm going to change. Font color is this, and background color is white. And you have to remove this total, because total I don't want. So select this. You can see you have a total option here. Under this you have total tab. Select this. You can switch off this total, and you can see the total value is going hide. Now you can go search here, write a size. You have to change the size also. Title size is done. Change the value size. Promotion due. Select this. Change this size little small. Promotion. And just enter. So you can see you have promotion. Also change something else. Now this is the collection of table. It means you have employee name. This is your promotion due. Total number of employee you have. Select this table again. Copy and just paste it. Select in the right hand side here. So instead of promotion, guys, you can select your retrenchment. Those who are leaving the organization or those who want the leaving the organization. So retrenchment we have already created or not? I think yesterday we have created a retrenchment.
Yes, we created.
Where is going?
In search column, we cannot find. In search column?
No, we can find. Let me check. Retrenchment, I think we calculated yesterday on service on retrenchment. Performance status service group. Let me check. Okay, retract. Yeah, this one is employees working period analysis. Okay, we have just created this one. Okay, we have not created a measure. So guys, we have to create the retrenchment measure. It means if you select this, I'm going to select this performance or performance due. Select new measure. We have just created the for the group analysis. We don't have to create this separate measure. So now we need to create a retrenchment separate measure. Retrenchment employee. If you click in on this employee tab, retrenchment, and here you can write calculate total employee. Okay, and you have to use your filter function under the HR table. Select the working period group is equal to, you can write it at retrenchment. So this value will give you the retrenchment of the employees. Here, just select this. So you have 78 people, which is retrenchment. So select this detail tab. Select this table. Drag and drop this employee as a retrenchment, and you can see the answer you have is 111. And now you have to change the size also. Click this. Write it here as a size in the search bar. Grid size you can change. Column header is done already. Text size you can increase. You can make it little small here. You have to arrange completely. Now your second page is done for the detail page. So any doubt here? Just one table we have just left. We can create the full insight for HR dashboard. Any doubt till now? You can ask me. Otherwise, more than just 5 minutes more for this project. Just one table we have remaining.
No, continue.
Okay. So now I'm going to continue. Click this table again. right click, duplicate, make the duplicate, and here we can write as profile details. Okay, now select one by one measure on this table visualization, control, and now delete. So if you delete this one, you can see only one table is remaining. Move little big in the complete page. Now we need data as per job profile. Okay, so select this column wise table, matrix table. This is the matrix table. This one is simple table and this is called as matrix table. So under this,
what is the difference between two?
See, matrix table having a column and row, but only this table you have only column. Okay, so you can see here rows and column. This is two types column. And if you select this table, only have a values. It means only column wise table. But if you click on this matrix table, it is row column and row and well as column also, both the heading. Okay, let me add, don't worry, just I will show you. Employee name. Name is not, we don't need a name. Okay, so under the column, if we write rows, gender, okay. So click on here, HR data. You have gender, where is gender? This one. Select into column. Male and female and total. You have selected male, female and total. And under the row, you need job profile, job group. So level of 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, you can select this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And under this level, you need job involvement, job role. Select another job role and you can see if you drop and down. So this is your row wise and column wise. Both are the completed table. Little bit.
So this is substitute of pivot table?
Sorry, yeah, this is a substitute of pivot, right? This is a complete pivot table. So here you have male and female count. So under this male and female, you need not a promotion only. We need total employee. Let me check. Total employee, and we need retrenchment also. Now, if you can see, the complete table is ready. Female under this total employee, promotion due and retrenchment, male, promotion due and total employee. Now you can just change the size only. Table is ready. Size.
Or here, like in column, we have a level 1, level 2, and we can hide it. Correct?
You can. Where? Here.
And the similar way for the horizontal, we can hide also.
Yeah, like, you can do. Yeah, you can do anything. This is just a formatting in which way your table is look like very something good. Okay, so that's the way only. If you see, if there is also an unhide or hide option, if you suppose select this option, okay. So under this, I am row. In the row, I have put the 2 value. In the column, only put the 1 value. Suppose under this gender, if you want to put something else, like related to gender, age group, where is M? This one. Under this column, if you put this matter, so you can see total employee, and if you drag and drop, see under this column, you have this row. Okay, drill down of rows wise. Select this, so you can see it is automatically changed. Why it is not changed? Select this row. Okay, you can see here we have a row and column wise. So you can select this column wise also. So you have a drill down completed option. So first I am going to select only row wise. Make this changes. If you want any other table, so you can prepare this table with a different page also, in a different page also. This one is just a job profile table. So under this job profile, you can always show your job profile, not a marital status or not any other. Okay, see, like now the table size is not good. Now click on this size again, make the size little small so that your value will be there. Total employee size 8, change this size to 10. Now it's good. You can see now it's good, not good, just 10. And now you have another option. Suppose you have total employee and you have to change this heading. Total employee you need in the last. So you can go to this. Okay, here you have to select total employee and in the last. So promotion, detachment, and you have total employee. And also you can change the employee heading. Total employee. So under this one is your female and male. If you want to use as male, female, total, this complete data is ready. So click on this. You have field formatting, grand total. Click on this grand total. Sorry? Your voice is... Now you can see. Like this way, your table is ready. And if you need to hide this total, so you can also hide. Click on this total value. Where is total? Grand total. Bold, underline.
Yes, go down little down. Here.
Subtotal. If you click off, so your subtotal will also. Now you can see subtotal means this one, total value. So, but if you want to switch on, so this value is on and only row subtotal is off, like this way at the end. Now your table is ready for your job satisfied table. If you control S, so now your file will be ready. Okay, so guys, see, total we have 5 pages, but complete dashboard we have only this home page, in the first page, in this detail page, okay, and under this job profile page, only 3 pages. Okay, so click on this page. This one is page. Select this, and you can hide this page. Why I'm going to hide? Let me complete you. Just clicking right click and hide page. So it means 2 pages is from hide. It means suppose when you publish this report into Power BI and save, if I publish this report into Power BI, so only 3 pages will be showing into my Power BI Pro. Suppose not 2 pages will be shown, only 3 pages, home page, detail, and job profile. And let me just, oh sorry, I'm going to replace it. Okay, no worry.
Cancel it.
No worry, it is okay. I will provide any other. Got it? Okay, so now click on this Power BI service. So now I am opening this service account. Now you can see here my workspace. Right now I am just posted. The file name is HR Data Analysis email. So you can see only home pages is there. This one, okay, detail page, and last one you have job profile page. So only 3 pages is there. Okay, so this is your complete project is done, HR project. Now you have to just export it into PDF. so that you can share to anyone that you have made this dashboard. You can share to your interviewer, your any other. Suppose if you give any interviewer, okay, and interviewer asks you, please provide me your dashboard, in which dashboard you are working. So select this into PDF form, then send it to them directly. They will ask a question from your on this basis of how to work on working period analysis, how to find this retrenchment on service. They can ask you this type of question only if you are preparing for your interview. So like this way, suppose if I tell you in the morning batch I have completed. So you can see in the morning batch also I have completed the same dashboard. Only the color is different. You can see the complete dashboard is preparing. Details under this is complete, and job profile demographics, this one. Only the color is different. Everything is the same. So like this way you have to make your dashboard with your own. And also I'm going to suggest you that please make your dashboard to send it to me after. Okay. And now if you can see HR data analysis, this PDF will be generated. This is the complete PDF, and this is not a changeable format. If you share your report, Power BI report to someone, this is changeable, but this PDF is not changeable. And let me show you. In the morning batch, download. You can see this one is for last HR data dashboard. So guys, every time you have to make practice. See, same dashboard I prepared 2 times in this 1 week. Okay, so you have to prepare the same dashboard multiple times. That is why your task is preparing. Heading is same.
Yeah, of course, you taught us in 5 days, 5 hours, correct?
Yeah.
And normally, if you don't have anything, how much time you can prepare this dashboard?
Normally, if I prepare, because see, I have complete knowledge. Okay, little bit of knowledge. Suppose if it's missing from my side, then I can just search this. So it will take almost 1 hour completed for one project.
Wow.
Almost 1 hour, 1 to 1.5 hours. That's it. Okay, for any dashboard. Because I have knowledge, now I know whatever the condition is to follow. You are just a fresher, so it will take some time. Okay, because in 1 week, total of 5 classes, it means 5 to 6 hours I will complete with you just one project. Okay, so in the starting, it will take time, but no worry, you can do. This is just first, and 20% of Power BI is completed for you all.
So like once we start working in the organization with this, like, so we usually get some task regarding this, or we are
like, no, you will get a task directly from manager. You will get a task like, see, why I'm completing this project with you 3 pages, because in 3 pages nothing is missing, everything is completed. But your manager is only asked for some limited thing, not for this fully thing, just some limited thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So when